SMT Nation, welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look here at something I suppose is going to be an announcement from T-Mobile. It kind of sort of is being teased here on Twitter from CEO Mike Sievert, and it simply says, "Buckle up. T-Mobile has something big heading customers' way." All right, now there really isn't any type of hinting outside of it being just an announcement. They're kind of doing this like T-Mobile next thing. It's been a series of announcements that they've done, along with their like uncarrier things that they've done in the past. And actually, the uncarrier events have been pretty lackluster and they haven't really been game changing. I don't know, maybe some people have taken advantage of them. I've found major flaws in a lot of the more recent uncarrier announcements. The Internet Freedom one, the recent one about the T-Mobile Home Internet, how they're paying you to switch from your old cable ISP, and giving you a small discount on service. A lot of that was pretty much just copied from Verizon, so I haven't really seen those as major, only because another company was doing most of those things first, and they just followed suit. Now, to me, it doesn't really matter. Does it resonate with you? Are you the customer that it's going to take advantage of the offers and all that? And honestly, as long as we're the beneficiaries of it as the consumer, I'm okay with them copying each other as long as they're copying the good things. As we've seen Verizon copying AT&T with raising prices, and then AT&T copying Verizon, raising them again potentially. There's a lot of things that we could say are negative in terms of following the leader. But in this particular instance, speculating of what this could be, and you guys can comment down below what you think this is going to be. It just says here, what's next? A T-Mobile announcement is coming. No date. I don't see anything, you know, that would indicate what it is. But some things I would like to see would have been an announcement of a new tethering. Well, I should say a new hotspot plan. They just announced a new hardware hotspot. That would have been the perfect opportunity to bring forth a more larger allotment plan to go with that hotspot. So currently, the market for the most part gives you like smaller amounts of data. We've seen like a 50 gig plan, we've seen a 100 gig plan, and that would be something that T-Mobile could innovate with. Offer like a 200 gig plan, give people a higher capacity threshold, give it some priority. Essentially treat it like the T-Mobile home internet as a fixed connection. If you look at it that way, I think it's more meaningful, and that could be good for a lot of people, especially the power user who has multiple devices that they carry with them that could use the dedicated hotspot. So I thought about that as potentially being something, but that doesn't seem like it would require a lot of fanfare and a big announcement or anything like that. Then I thought about, well, one of the points of contention currently are the continued price increases by Netflix. And T-Mobile has done a pretty nice job of trying to offer the basic plan on them, Netflix on us, with the uncarrier move from back in the John Leisure days. Well, what they could do, I think, is, and this is what I thought, is potentially start to offer a portfolio of media content offers. And that would be like potentially the precedent of having Hulu through Sprint, and then, is also Verizon having Hulu. A lot of people like Hulu. You could choose between Hulu or Netflix, whichever one you prefer. So you could pick one, right? If you were on like the Magenta or the Magenta MAX or something like that. And it's very possible that they could do something with a couple of different media companies. So they could do Hulu, they could continue to offer the Netflix. Who knows? They could offer something else. I don't know. There's like Discovery Plus and all these other things, and Paramount and Peacock, and they could make partnerships. And I think companies like those media content providers are open to those negotiations, open to those conversations, and then you could essentially pick one. And AT&T has moved away from offering HBO Max. Is that something that T-Mobile could come in and maybe figure something out with them and offer HBO Max? And you could essentially build, a channel list or a platform list. And then if you want to pay for something, right, you can get a small discount if you want to have multiple offers, something along the lines of what we think Verizon is going to be doing with their Play Plus. Aggregate them, put them into a large portfolio of add-ons, and then offer a discount or something. So maybe it could be something like that. I don't know. I thought about that. And I guess there's always the possibility that there could be a new plan. That could be something too. I don't know if anybody is asking for something different than Magenta Max, and how do you distinguish that? How do you build that? I think one of the cool things that a company could do, and we haven't really seen it from the big four, or the big three, I should say, is being able to build your own plan. What if you could build the number of calls, the number of texts that you would require, at a certain specific rate, and then how many gigs of data you could use could be calculated using, just a per gig, and then, that rate could be calculated to the zero point 0.1 gigabyte or something like that, and that could just be a completely custom plan, including tethering data too. And then that could potentially help someone who's on a single line, maybe not a multi-line or whatever, allow them to have a completely custom plan. I mean, Mobile X is going to be doing that, and these other carriers seemingly don't want to do that because they can profit on the, the low consumer, low usage consumer who's paying anywhere between $40 on a multi-line or 50, 60, 70, $80 on a single line, right, for an unlimited plan that may only use like 5 or 10 gigs of data, right? So maybe they've strayed away from that, but that could be something to explore. I don't know. I don't know what's coming. I thought about the plans. I thought about the tethering data. I thought about media, the custom plan building. That would be cool. Do you guys think it's going to be something of like a device upgrade or something? Like, some of those things, I just don't see how you innovate them at this point. What importance would that have in the marketplace? They're not calling this an uncarrier announcement, so maybe it's not something that major, but maybe it is going to be something big, or maybe it's something small, infinitesimal, and you guys are not excited and you don't care. I don't know if you guys have felt the disappointment in the last few uncarrier moves as I have. I mean, it's been a while since one really was a game changer. What, taxes and fees included, and who knows, maybe we get plans in the future that aren't going to be that great and don't include taxes and fees. So having the older plan set up and structure would be better. I don't know. What do you guys think is coming? What do you want it to be? What do you think it's going to be? I don't know. Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more. Turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links in the description for my Twitter and my Patreon page if you want to support us and get early access to content and exclusive videos not found anywhere else. And all business inquiries can go to the Gmail address in the description as well. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace.